Step 1. Make sure you have lots of building blocks, probably a double chest worth, lots of slabs and lots of glass. The first thing you're going to want to do is make a C shape out of whatever block you're using. I am using 3 different types of colored blocks just to make sure it's a little bit easier for you guys to understand. However, the amount of blocks or the different types of blocks you have is your personal opinion. You're then going to have to make a 25 block tall glass chute, and this is where all the dangerous mobs such as skeletons, zombies and creepers will fall down. Now this grinder is inspired by Etho, because that's how I learnt to make a grinder. There are other types of designs, but that's the one we're going through here. Now once you have the chute built, you have to build 8 blocks, so that's 7 blocks and then 1 glass. So the best way to count that is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then do that to all 4 sides. Once you have all 4 sides ready, do a 3x3 block, like just around these sides here. Make sure you have a gap there. It should be pretty much symmetrical, and just do that to every single side there. The reason why I'm doing this tutorial is because I did make a tutorial, but it was 20 minutes long, and that was 2 years ago. And I thought, you know what, let's just improve this tutorial on this new channel, and yeah. Another item that you might need is a water source, and since you'll be most likely building this on survival, I would suggest using ice if you have a silk touch pickaxe. Once you have the blocks done, put another 3x3 layer on each of those 3x3, and it should be 2x3, and that would be, no, let's just say it was 18 blocks. It would be 9x2, I mean. So you have all the slabs, you just put them in the middle of the actual block there, and then since I'm using green just to change the color coding, just put layers exactly the way I'm doing it. It's really hard to explain, just do it like that. Those little pathways inside the actual grinder is where the water will travel, because mobs will spawn in the dark, and when the mobs spawn they will fall into that hole in the middle of the chute. Now you're going to have to make more pipelines around here, so basically you're making the water travel everywhere because mobs are going to spawn everywhere. Now the reason I put the slabs in that little area of the blue section is because you don't want spiders to spawn, because they will clog up your grinder. Now, once again, I don't know how to explain it, so all you have to do is just copy exactly what I'm doing, and you'll have a successful grinder done. Hopefully you didn't make that mistake I just did there, but of course you can always fix it. A risk of making a grinder in survival is that you can fall down a lot, and yeah, that's the only one risk, but you shouldn't worry because you can just use a water source to fall down and land safely. So you can either use a bucket or ice, like I said before. Ice is better because they stack better, like stack well. So you can have like a whole stack of ice instead of a whole inventory of water. You can have a bird's eye view of this after I'm done building it, and yep. I don't really know what to say, because when I was doing this video, I just built the way I was building. I'm sorry if it's not that friendly for users to try follow, but all you have to do is pause the video and rewatch one part of it. Now, basically, all you do here is just put the, well, it's orange for me, but there are these little gaps here where you may have forgotten, and that's just to keep the grinder on the outside look a little bit better and a little bit neater, better to build layers on. Now, once you've done that, you'll have to make another layer. So you count to 1, 2, 3, and then you put 4. So it's 4 blocks tall, and you're basically making your next layer. And you do exactly what you did with the other layer there, but just 4 blocks above. Okay, now let's just say we have 2 layers done. Now, of course, you don't want the mobs to escape, so you're going to have to put walls around. And this is just basically, like I said before, to keep mobs away. It doesn't really matter what color the walls are. I don't know why I keep talking about the color coding. But yeah, just cover in the walls so it's completely dark so mobs can spawn, and once you have that done, you'll basically want to go inside and put in the water. Now you have to be really careful on where you put the water, and you're going to put it in order, if not you can actually mess it up quite a bit. Now the first water you should put is just on each of those 4 main lines in the corners, the first 4 lines you made at the start of making these layers and grinders. Once you do that, you'll want to go to each subsection corner and go break that block in the middle, put those 2 waters there, and then put it in the block where you broke it, and just keep doing that to each sub corner. You now have at least 1 grinder set up. So the reason why I made the chute 25 blocks tall is because that's the approximate height for the mobs to fall and die. Of course, since you'll be making multiple layers, it doesn't really matter, but to me it does, and I really think it's worth putting the 25 chute layers. So here's an eagle eye view of the actual spawner. It looks like I have to end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.